All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Chicago Bears Daily. Folks, we are about a day away from the start of the regular season for the Chicago Bears, Green Bay at Chicago. And we're going to talk about a couple of things in tonight's video. But first things first, I think last night, if you watched the Chiefs-Lions game, was a great example of you need weapons. You need weapons. There's no Tom Brady in this league at this current point. The closest thing to it was Patrick Mahomes, and with no Travis Kelce, he really struggled. So Kansas City receivers, PFF grade last night, 59.5 grade. So somebody tweets out, that's a higher score than Chicago receivers were rated in 7 of 17 games in 2022. With a wide receiver grade of 59.5. Just for some comparisons here, the median NFL team receiving grade last season was 73.6. That's quite a ways away from 59.5. In Justin Fields' NFL career, he has only played in 2 games where his receivers have had a grade of 73.6. 2 games that were both in his rookie season. So in our last Bears video, we went through like 75% of last year's Chicago Bears starters. Where are they now? Well, if you didn't watch that video, more than half of them are current free agents, and the rest of them are somewhere on some random team's practice squad. So yeah, the Chicago Bears severely bolstered their roster. And no, it wasn't just because they made the trade for DJ Moore. No. That's a casual take. When your wide receivers play like the worst in the National Football League, your quarterback has to do everything. And that's what we saw from the Chicago Bears of this past season. So it pegs the question, does Justin Fields suck? I mean, Bears fans certainly aren't saying that. Can Justin Fields not throw, or did he have nobody to throw it to? And as you guys know on this channel, we are taking the stance of the latter. So before we get any further into tonight's video, if you guys enjoy it, be sure to hit that like button, hit that sub button for daily Chicago Bears content over here on CBD, your #1 source for Chicago Bears content. All right, week 1. Green Bay. First off, we just learned earlier today, Christian Watson's out. It's going to come down to the rush defense, in my opinion, because I want to stop the run and I want Jordan Love to beat me with his arm, right? You have your wide receiver 1, Christian Watson, is not playing. Romeo Doubs is banged up. He's currently listed as questionable. If I had to take a stab at it, I would assume Romeo Doubs plays. But nonetheless, the Green Bay Packers keep going. The Green Bay Packers this upcoming season are going to be a run-heavy offense. And the Chicago Bears, whether it's going to be against Green Bay or whether it's going to be against any of their other 16 games, they have to stop the run. They have to stop the run. The defensive line is a big concern for a lot of Chicago Bears fans or just NFL media members or what have you. If you can dominate the line of scrimmage, if you can win in the trenches offensively and defensively, well, you're going to win a bunch of football games, all right? We've already talked about the Bears' offensive line time and time again on this channel. I love it if they're healthy. I know you have guys currently like Tevin Jenkins on the IR. He's going to miss the first month of the season. But if he can come back healthy and the Chicago Bears' offensive line is healthy, well, they'll do the job. They'll get the job done. Their future looks great with Braxton Jones and new rookie Darnell Wright clearing up your tackle positions. I think the Chicago Bears offensive line is fine. But specifically for this Green Bay game, the defensive line has to stop the run. And that's why they went out there and they picked up guys like Andrew Billings, who spent last season with the Las Vegas Raiders. Last season, he had 39 total tackles. 18 of those were solo. A bunch of them tackles for loss. But Andrew Billings, at 28 years old, he's been in the league for 7-8 seasons now. He's your veteran. We're using air quotes here. You can't see me. Veteran line run stuffer. Right, so you got Ngakoue, more recent addition. You have Billings, you've got Justin Jones, and then you have new addition to Marcus Walker. Keep an eye on, and we've talked about this all preseason. We talked about it all training camp. We talked about it since the day these two cats have been drafted. Zach Pickens and Trevon Dexter. These are currently your more depth role players. They're rookies. They're going to have a big-time impact on the Chicago Bears, in my opinion, this upcoming season. And I think a great indicator is going to be this Green Bay Packer game. If the Bears can stop the run, their offense is way too high-powered, in my opinion, for the Green Bay to put up points. if you can literally stop that run and make Jordan Love beat you with his arm, I have a strong feeling the Green Bay Packers, unless Jordan Love is converting in the red zone, I have a strong feeling the Packers are going to get a bunch of field goals and not a bunch of touchdowns if the Bears can stop that run, because A.J. Dillon and Aaron Jones, they're like the perfect multifaceted, two-headed monster at running back. If you can stop the run, the Chicago Bears probably win that first game against against Green Bay. And the reason I bring this up is because, the Packers, as every Bears fan knows, the Packers in the last decade at least have kind of had the Bears number. They've had the Bears number for quite some time here. But as we all know, Aaron Rodgers is currently a New York Jet, and Jordan Love will be making his first start as the official starter for the Green Bay Packers. What I want to say here is momentum is huge. Momentum's huge. It's a long season, but this is what football is all about: beating your rivals. The NFC North is up for grabs. The Lions got a great win last night against the Kansas City Chiefs, but clearly they're not perfect. The Minnesota Vikings aren't perfect. Clearly the Packers aren't perfect. I know the Chicago Bears aren't perfect, but this is a team that's dominated you since Aaron Rodgers put on his damn uniform. If Justin Fields and the Chicago Bears offense and defense can come through, doesn't have to be pretty. It can be a sloppy win. Look back to last year's Week 1 game against San Francisco. I really just think it would be huge for morale. I think it would be huge for momentum, just to kind of say, like, hey, Aaron Rodgers is gone, and we're building something. And we're building something special, and we believe in it, and it's going to produce results. So we're going to go out here and get this win. I just think it would do a lot because from, Packers standpoint, a lot of worry. Aaron Rodgers, Brett Favre, what's Jordan Love? What does he have? I know it's one game, but a Chicago Bears victory at home against a team that has dominated you last decade, I think it would be a huge difference maker to just set the tone for this season. You have guys, there are so many cases. Like, has Joe Burrow ever even played in a preseason game? There are so many cases of, it's just week 1. And we want to keep that in mind, that it's just week 1. And the Bears are going to be sloppy plays. There are going to be sloppy drives. There are going to be just mistakes that make you scratch your head. That's football. That's sports. But if they can get this win, I really think it would go a long way. So, Justin Fields, I need wins. And I believe in Justin Fields to get wins. I really think this is going to be a special season for JF1. I don't think he's going to win an MVP, but I really think if that offensive line stays healthy, and if guys like Chase Claypool can stay healthy, Darnell Mooney can stay healthy, maybe you get some output from guys like Felix Jones Jr., rookie Tyler Scott. You get some running. You've got a great running back room. Khalil Herbert, Dante Foreman, Rashawn Johnson, Travis Homer, a lot of depth, a lot of versatility. If that offense is healthy, man, the Chicago Bears will be an above 500 team. All right, it's an offensive-centric league. It's just a scoring league right now. Defense is important. Defense is still going to win you championships, but that's not the main worry for the Chicago Bears. We need wins. The Chicago Bears need wins. So that's it for today. Last video on Chicago Bears Daily until game day. Once the game is over, I'm going to the game, so I'm going to walk back and make the video. So stay tuned for that. But as always, guys, hit that like button, hit that sub button. I appreciate you watching. Hope you have a great rest of your weekend. And let me know your thoughts on Green Bay versus Chicago.